Thank you. Thank you for trusting your instincts and that you wish to receive a sign. There are 7 cards today, and those 7 cards each hold a significant message from the universe. Now, this is a collective read, so I do ask that you take what resonates with you with love and light. Embrace it, live it, work with it. And if it doesn't resonate with you, that just means that it's not meant for you. Just leave it. A message that's meant for you will come. It's just not at this time. Feel free to check any of the other collective reads that are available on my webpage here on the channel. And there's lots of collective reads. I'm sure that there's one that will speak to you. Before we go any further, I just wanted to say that you are loved. There is a heavy energy that is around us right now. And it's hard for us to see clearly and to speak clearly as I clear my throat and I stutter. This energy is the winter energy, as well as the moon energy, as well as a little bit of extra possible anxiety, frustration. And I feel my grandmother used to talk about cabin fever that would come in the spring right before it was nice enough to go outside. But because of the pandemic, we have cabin fever among us now. So I hope that you are finding ways to connect with others like myself and others like-minded, that you can still be in contact with them. There are lots of amazing technologies and avenues out there. So just please make sure that you're still getting that connection. It's really, really important. There are soulmates in this life, just not romantic. And those soulmates all have a connection where they are meant to. And this is a hard time because it feels almost as if soulmates are in separation. But there are ways to improvise, adapt, and overcome that feeling of separation or desperation that you're having. So there are 7 cards here. I want you to see them, if they all want to lay out. I don't want any to flip out because I don't, look at that, almost perfect. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Breathe in on the inhale. Ask for love and light and protection and guidance for the universe to send you the message that you need to receive. And as you hold that breath, envision the message that you need to receive. And as you exhale, release any fear, judgment, anger, or sadness. Know that you are loved and you are supported. Okay, the first card that came out today is Soulmates. This card speaks very beautifully. As we were speaking just a moment ago, that soulmates are not always romantic. Soulmates are a connection and a marriage between souls. And marriage does not mean always romance either. It's a connection between 2 souls. So as being a soulmate, know that you hold the key to your relationships. And even when things may be not exactly as one would hope or wish for, if you notice on this card, see if I can do this. If you notice on this card, this key right here, that you do have the key to it. And that no matter where you are, you always have a higher self that is helping you obtain what your soul needs, and that you do have your soulmate connection. It just is a little different right now. And know that whether that soulmate connection is romantic or not, know that it is still as strong. It just needs to be adjusted. You've got this. Ask the universe to show you inventive ways to keep your relationship to the ability that you wish for it to be, whatever relationship level that is. The second card that came out is mending. And this card shows me that there are two things happening at the moment. You are preparing and healing so that you're able to go forth with complete love and light in the ability and the level and the acceptance that you need to. So as you're mending yourself and healing yourself, you are finding out that maybe possibly there were some other hearts along the way that now need to be mended. So you're also reaching out before you cross that finish line to ensure that you are mending the relationships that maybe just need a little extra love, a little extra attention, and a little extra compassion and forgiveness. And this relationship can be, like I said, one with yourself for sure, but also one that needs to have that healing moment, that acceptance. And if anything, maybe they do need to hear an apology, or you need to hear that apology. But the mending is in the works. The next card that come out is higher power. Now this card is speaking to me. 4 is also a very large angel number. And this card, higher power, is speaking to me in the sense that you are finding yourself. You are finding your power. You are finding your niche. You are finding what works for you. You are hoping and you are embracing that what comes along for you is exactly what you need. And that is exactly what's going to happen. That is what's happening now. The alignment with your heart, your soul. If you can see, there's a heart face, soul face. It's all aligning. The key, your third eye is opening. You're accepting in what needs to come into your body, mind, heart, soul. You are ready to ascend to another level. And you know exactly. It's choking me up. Oh my goodness. It's getting me emotional because I know what it excuse me 1 minute. Sorry about that. It was really choking me up. I've been through a spiritual awakening, and this card shows me that you've experienced it, and maybe you didn't know that you were going through it. But by golly, and who says by golly? Your grandmother is really proud of you right now. You are blossoming into the most amazing, magnificent, and it's funny, I'm being asked to say creature because what you are is magical, and this higher power is taking you to a whole new level. Keep embracing the signs. Keep leaving your print. You are just, where you've come from and where you are now is just amazing. Oh wow, the orphaned card. So speaking of where you've come from, and it's the 5th card in the deck. Higher power is the 4th. This is a huge alignment confirmation for you, and the conversation you have to have with your inner self right now, and possibly your inner child, is that you may have felt abandoned, and what happened in your life and what happened up to the point of rescuing yourself. There's a lot of hurt, there's a lot of pain, and there was a lot of deceit, and you wore a mask and you held and hid back a lot. And you don't have to do that anymore, because that finish line you've already crossed, and you've completed that chapter. You actually completed that book. That is now complete. It's finished. You wrote it, you completed it. And what you're going to take with you is not the baggage of any of your disbelief or unworthiness, but you're going to take with you the lessons and the blessings that engaged yourself and ignited your soul so that you can be who you want to be. You deserve to be that person that shines bright. And it's really strange. I have a spirit showing the word Pamela. So if there's someone in here that's looking for Pamela or is Pamela, can you please leave it in the comments? I'd really appreciate that. The fifth card to come out was Chaos and Conflict. Card 33. Now this card shows that in amongst everything that's happening, that there can be a sandstorm in seconds. But you need to embrace the environment that you're in to the best of your ability. And you need to improvise, adapt, and overcome. And you have that ability. Look at this. You see all the pieces of the puzzle. You see how they're ready. Now, one would think that it's shattering, but actually what it's doing is transforming. It shows that you have the ability, when things get tough, to handle what you need to handle. Keep believing in yourself and keep knowing that it's not always going to be such a difficult road. It's not always going to be such chaotic conflict happening. It is going to calm down. And when it does, you can take your armor. You can take your armor off and release and be who you are. Poised. This card. It's magical. This card is telling you that you've always had that sparkle and that shine within you. That you're that being who is able to embrace everything that you need to in this lifetime. And you may have set the bar pretty high for your expectations. And that can sometimes come back to bite us in the buttocks. But make sure that you poised yourself in the position now where you are so that you are open, accepting, and receiving all the abundance, all the love, and all the alignment. You see this alignment that's happening? Star, 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 star. It's aligning. Embrace your inner self and shine. That chapter that you closed, the last card, that book right here. Whoops, now I'm going to mess things up. You closed a book. Yeah, I'm going to mess the cards up. Sorry. You closed a book a couple of cards back here. And that book shows me that the next card is Pinnacle. It's okay to wake up, to take the deep breath, to break through, take the shackles off, release the anchor, shed what weighed you down, because you are in a new life. You are breaking free. You are coming out of that shell. Look at this. You are magical. You are being healed at the moment, and your wings are ready to fly. You have a new life. And if you notice, all the stars, once again, the stars here, everything's exciting. Everything is so exciting because of this. The stars right here, aligning, 1, 2, 3, 4. They're coming. It's as if you are above the fireworks, and it's magnificent. So I hope that you embrace this read, and I hope that these messages, or at least something in here, resonated with you. I do appreciate you taking the time and sharing your energy and space. If you enjoyed this read and video on my channel, please make sure that you like it. And if you haven't already subscribed, I'd really appreciate it. So take care for now. Continue to manifest the best. And have a lovely, magical evening. Signing off, Rondalee Spiritual Apprentice.